Their life is not that of an average college student. And we recently did a national study, and we found out just how unlike the average student most of our students are at this university. Our students are working considerably longer off campus each week to pay their bills. They have a higher level of obligation to their family. Some of it is people who have families and they're non-traditional students going to school. Others are very honestly individuals who are helping to support their families who have been out of work ever since Katrina or since the oil spill crisis. And they're putting in more time having to support family. But you know, there's another reality. Our students spend 6.6 hours a week on average traveling to and from the campus. There's no interstate making it easy for you all to come up here from the coast, wherever that 6,000-mile coast is that goes around and throughout Louisiana. Down the bayou has a lot of meaning to it, and it's distances, and it's not easy, and you all work hard to get to school. So when classes are over, you're hustling to get back on the road, to get home to take care of family, or to go to work, or just to literally get home. And in between, you throw in your efforts to complete your studies and to have your involvements as a university student. That is unlike many other students in this state and across the country. And it means that in the event that Nichols has fewer programs, fewer faculty, fewer classes and sections, you don't have the alternatives that a lot of people have. You can't travel another hour or more to go into New Orleans, presuming that UNO or other institutions are going to have the space. You don't have the time to go 2 hours or more to other schools in Lafayette, Southeastern, LSU. And by the way, if LSU does as it's been talking about, if LSU is faced with closing 7 colleges and eliminating 700 plus faculty and staff and eliminating 7,000 students, if that's going to occur at LSU and if that's going to occur at each of the other 2- and 4-year institutions around the state, you don't have alternatives, because there aren't going to be places to go. It's time to stand and fight here. You're not going to take flight. We're going to stand and fight for what Nichols is about. And that's what we're asking you to do. We have started a campaign to create awareness. We're not panicked, we're not scared. I think there's a degree of anger that we feel, and we're no longer going to be lethargic about this. We're going to get engaged and communicate with people. We're going to communicate with state government at all levels. And folks, it's not a matter of asking state government, are you supportive of us? Because the typical political answer will be, yes, we are. The question now is, what are you doing to help Nichols State in our region? What are you doing to help Fletcher and the partnerships those institutions have? By the way, if you support us, what is your plan? Do you support the plan of the Treasurer of Louisiana, John Kennedy, who came out with a list of things that can be done? Why not support those ideas if it's going to help our region? If you don't support those ideas, what ideas do you have? And are they going to apply to help this institution, help Fletcher, help Chabert? We want to see it. And we need to be asking that constantly of people. This isn't something we're going to do for 2 weeks in late September and October of this year. We have to be engaged in this effort throughout this year. And we're going to do it together, and you're going to do it by getting out and communicating with people. My letter that went out to you a few days ago has been processed electronically throughout the region and the country, and everybody, it seems, is seeing it. And I'm surprised at the numbers who are talking about it. You as students have a great deal of ability to put these issues on Facebook and to ask questions and to communicate with friends. Your families can do the same thing, and we need more of that. Our action plan is going to work with you and work with interested student groups and groups outside this campus, our alums and our friends and the business community and the educational community that surrounds us. They're going to be there, and we're going to engage them in this process of communication. And together, I believe we can correct the challenges that we face, or we can surmount those challenges. I am more than optimistic we can do it. We have to stop the cuts that have been occurring to this institution. To date, folks, we have cut 29.4% of state appropriations support since July of 2008. It's occurred 1 month, 1 year after another, a little bit at a time. Not enough at any given time that it caused severe pain or disruption. But it's accumulated to the point that it is disrupting this university and what we do. At the same time all of that's occurring, the political process in Baton Rouge keeps saying, why aren't you more efficient? Why aren't students getting the classes they need? Why aren't they progressing to degree more rapidly? Well, folks, it's simple math, that if we're cutting our budget 29% in terms of state appropriation, there's going to be an impact on you, the student, and you, the faculty and staff of this campus, and the services that you receive. We can't continue that. If we have another 35%, which is being toyed with at the state level, we will cut $7.4 million of federal stimulus dollars that we've been receiving this year. Those are the federal dollars you've heard all about. And by the way, that money has been given to us by the state of Louisiana through the federal government, but it replaced reoccurring state dollars that were in our budget, real state budget dollars that went elsewhere. When those dollars go away July 1st of 2011, we hear from state government that higher ed has a problem. Well, excuse me, state government created that problem. It's a problem across the entire budget, and it should be shared across the entire budget. We've had a 29% budget reduction, and that's been shared across other institutions in the state. They've had the same levels. For us to take on 35% more will be destructive to this institution and to other colleges and universities. It's time for the rest of state government to share in those cuts before we have further cuts. And it's time to provide a base level of funding to higher education. You can't say that you're interested in the future of Louisiana if you're destroying the colleges and universities at all levels, 2 and 4 and technical schools, that are providing the workforce at all levels.